You taped a neon sticker to my porch that says, privacy intrusion, audio recording, shared footage, common area coverage, because I installed a doorbell camera and a side yard bullet cam. And now the neighborhood app reads like I put the cul-de-sac on live TV. Let's take a breath. I'm Officer Hale. I'm here because the HOA logged 4 specifics. Your doorbell cam's field of view grabs half the public sidewalk and your neighbor's driveway. Both cameras shipped with audio recording on by default. Last week, you posted a porch clip of a package mix-up that also showed a neighbor's kid biking past. And the side yard cam points through a gap that catches a slice of the shared mailbox cluster. I'm not here to outlaw cameras. Porch pirates exist. I'm here to keep this calm and walk you through what the rules actually require. Angles that focus on your own approach. Privacy masks over sidewalks, driveways you don't own. Audio off unless truly needed for doorbell calls. Short retention and no public posting of others without consent. And no continuous coverage of common areas. So you keep security and your neighbors keep their privacy. I bought the cam after 2 packages went missing. I thought more pixels meant fewer problems. The sticker made my mom think I'm running a news van. The sticker landed because those 4 things stacked in a week. The doorbell's ultra-wide lens grabbed your neighbor stepping into her car. The side bullet cam peeks through the slat and sees the mailbox cluster 10 yards away. Audio recording was on, so you captured full conversations of anyone passing within 30 feet, including a kid asking his dad why worms are shiny. And when you posted the porch clip to the app to explain your package swap, you accidentally published someone else's child on a bike in your frame. None of that bans a camera. It says we get your view down to your space. Mask what's not yours, shut audio off by default. Keep clips private and short, and stop pointing at mailboxes like they're your door. My neighbor from across the driveway is walking over with coffee and that freeze frame of herself digging for keys. Please don't turn my doorbell into a courtroom. Give me 20 seconds, then we'll tape sightlines, set masks, and write a posting protocol. Please. Short update. The doorbell cam stays. But we tilt and crop so it sees your stoop, plus your walkway, plus your own driveway apron only. We add privacy masks across the public sidewalk, the neighbor's driveway, and any window in frame. We turn audio off except for on-demand doorbell talk. We set retention to 14 days max, 7 preferred with automatic deletion. The side yard cam rotates inward to your gate and gets a hard mask over the mailbox cluster. And you do not post any clip that shows other people or their kids unless they consent or an officer asks for evidence. If anyone feels caught on your camera while not on your property, text me and I'll check masks with you on the spot instead of letting a thread grow. That paragraph would have saved me 100 comments about surveillance. Capitalism. Understood. Explain masks to me like I'm not techie. I see the squares in the app, but I don't want to guess what to cover and accidentally block the very thing I'm trying to watch. Masks are digital blackouts. You drag them over anything you shouldn't see. Neighbor's driveway, public sidewalk, street lane, a window. The camera still records, but the masked zones become solid blocks in live view and playback so no details exist. The trick is angle first, mask second. We'll aim the doorbell just enough left to frame your steps and your mat, then mask the rest. On the side cam, we'll rotate to show your gate latch and your trash pad, nothing else, and then drop a big mask slab over the gap that leads to the mailbox cluster. Audio. I like hearing delivery drivers when I'm at work. But I didn't think about everything else the mic hears. Audio turns a doorbell into a porch microphone. The rule here is off by default, on for doorbell talk only. That way you can two-way a driver when they press the bell, but you're not recording neighbors' passing conversations or kids singing. You'll still get motion alerts. You just won't capture side chatter from people who never chose to be recorded. The posting thing, last week I posted a clip to show I didn't steal a package. People grabbed frames like it was a sports replay. Clips belong in private messages with the person involved or with me when it's about theft or safety. Public posting creates a pile-on. If a clip includes anyone else, faces, kids, license plates, you blur or you don't post. Best practice, message your neighbor directly. Hey, package swap. Here's a still of my porch. No public post, and hand me the raw clip if we need to act. The side cam facing the mailbox wasn't intentional. I thought the angle was tight. The app screenshot made it look like I was the postmaster. Fix is twofold. Rotate the camera to your gate and set a mask slab where the mailbox lives so even if wind shakes a branch, the mask holds. The HOA doesn't want any private cameras aimed at common areas. We want you watching your latch, not letter carriers. My neighbor is here. She's not furious. She's tired of seeing herself in my alerts. Give her the short version so we can both live like we don't have a studio audience. Short version, camera stays, audio off by default, angled toward your walkway door only. Heavy privacy masks over sidewalk, neighbor areas, windows. No mailbox coverage, short retention with auto-delete, and no public posting of other people without consent. If a lens catches you by accident, text me and I'll adjust it same day on site. That's all I wanted. You secure your boxes. I'm not a co-star. Fair. Let's do the adjustments while you both watch so nothing feels sneaky. A blue painter's tape line lands along the inside edge of the porch brick, pointing toward the mat. The doorbell bracket loosens a hair and tilts 5 degrees toward the jamb. The live view now fills with doormat plus threshold, plus first 3 pavers. A rectangle mask slides over the public sidewalk stripe at the bottom of the frame. A second mask paints the neighbor's driveway top left. A tiny mask hides the glint of a car window in the far corner. The app's audio recording toggle clicks off. A 2-way doorbell talk-only option remains on. Retention sets to 14 days with auto-delete on. The side cam rotates inboard so the field is gate latch plus trash pad. A fat black mask curtain drops across the sightline that would otherwise reach the mailbox cluster. A test walk down the sidewalk shows only a pixelated block in the lower edge while the porch remains crisp. Your neighbor smiles at her own absence from your frame. That already looks smaller, in a good way. Smaller is the point. Your space, not the whole block. The app argues a lot about expectation of privacy. The sidewalk is public. Why do masks matter if it's already public? Because context matters. People expect to be seen on a sidewalk. They don't expect to be archived by a neighbor's porch camera forever with audio. Masks and short retention mean you're defending your door, not collecting a neighborhood documentary. Also, it keeps you out of arguments you never wanted. What's the rule on night? My infrared flooded my neighbor's bedroom with a faint red glow last week. 2 steps. In IR settings, switch to black and white only, without the red status LED, and set zones so the IR doesn't blast across the driveway. If your brand lets you dim the IR or use ambient porch light instead, do that and aim the fixture down. Neighbor bedrooms should never glow because your porch wants to see. Motion alerts. My phone chirps 50 times on trash. Day. Trim motion zones to the stoop and set. People only with a cooldown of 2 minutes. If you want packages, add package detection, but keep the zone tight. Your mat, not the sidewalk. If a trash truck triggers your doorbell, the zone is too big. Storage. Cloud or local. Someone said I should ditch the cloud to stop. I forget hack mapping. Do what keeps you comfortable. Local storage keeps clips on your hub with encryption. Cloud is fine if you use 2FA and unique passwords. The HOA doesn't police where you store. We care about what you capture and how long you keep it. Either way, auto-delete is your friend. My partner is worried if we turn audio off, we can't say, leave it in the box when we're not home. You still can. Doorbell talk works when someone presses the bell. You can also set a placard on your mailbox and a porch drop box that says, no, knock, leave packages here. Audio off just means you're not recording passersby when nothing is happening. Someone in the app asked me for the clip of last Thursday's suspicious jogger. I don't want to play. Detective, you shouldn't. If a neighbor wants footage, they ask me or the board. You share with law enforcement when appropriate. You're not a data library. That boundary keeps peace. What about license plates? I can see some when cars pull into my driveway. Plates on your driveway are yours to see. Plates on the street or neighbor driveways should be masked out by the angle and your zone. Tonight's tilt already eats most plate angles. If one peaks, drop a mask 20 pixels high along the curb line. The sticker said, continuous common area coverage. My garage cam grazed the street. Is a millimeter a misdemeanor? We're human. The aim is intent and effect. If a sliver of street exists only as a blocked mask, you're compliant. If you leave it open and watch the common area all day, that's the problem. We like blocked or gone. You chose blocked. My neighbor with the coffee wants a rule about sharing clips in the neighborhood app. People post strangers' kids to make a point. Rule of thumb, no faces, no kids, no plates ever in public posts. If you must post a risk, loose dog, porch pirate, crop or blur everyone else. Or better, send it to me and let me post a generic alert without the faces. People forget that kids don't consent to being the B-roll. Give me a posting protocol line I can tape inside our front closet. Protocol. 1. If it's your package or visitor, message the person directly. 2. If it's crime, send to Officer Hale. Don't post. 3. If it's funny but includes others, don't post. 4. Auto-delete in 14 days. 5. Masks on sidewalks, neighbor driveways, mailbox, windows. 6. Audio off unless doorbell is pressed. That's the refrigerator magnet version. Walk me through a masking session like a mic check so I can do it again without you. Open app, live view. Privacy zones, add zone, drag corner handles to cover the public sidewalk band, leave your top step unmasked. Add a second mask over the neighbor's driveway pane in the top left. For the side cam, add a giant mask that blacks out from the fence slat outward. Save. Then walk the sidewalk at 3 distances, near, mid, far. If your legs show in the blocked bar without details, perfect. If your shirt logo appears, the mask is too short, drag lower. What about doorbell chimes? They're loud. People think they're recorded. Chime is fine. The only sound we're changing is the microphone record. Doorbell ring is a doorbell ring. Your brand also has quiet hours for chimes. Set 10 p.m., 7 a.m. to a softer tone so we're not blasting the block at midnight. Delivery drivers sometimes wave at the cam. That's consent to be recorded, right? It's courtesy, not consent. You can keep the clip. Don't post it. People smile at cameras like they smile at babies. It doesn't mean the block wants to watch it later. Doorway conversations. A contractor quoted me numbers on the porch. With audio off, do I lose that record? If you want a copy of a conversation, step inside and use your phone's consent-based recording where it's lawful, or ask the person to text or email the quote. Porch cams aren't for meeting minutes. Also, storing quotes in messages beats scrubbing audio for third-party voices. Children selling cookies rang my bell. Their parent lagged back on the sidewalk. My clip caught them all. The app ate itself. Classic. Tonight's tilt and mask means the sidewalk parent won't appear. You can still smile, buy cookies, and later you delete the clip like you delete your grocery list. That's neighborhood, not network. At night, my porch light is bright. It reflects off the car across the way and flashes into my neighbor's room. Can we fix that while we're here? Sure. Swap to warm 2700K, aim the sconce down, and add a hood if needed. Your cam will see more with less glare, and your neighbor will sleep. Security is contrast, not brute lumens. Insurance or legal. Do I need a sign that says recording in progress? Not required for exteriors here, but a small video doorbell, audio off sticker on your jamb says we're thoughtful and helps guests understand why they can't leave voice messages unless they ring. Keep it calm, not shouty. Guests often stand in my walkway while calling me. With masks on, do I miss faces? No. You're masking sidewalk and neighbor areas, not your stoop. Your guests will still be perfectly clear on your step. If someone stands out near the public walk, they'll be in the masked band. Good. Invite them closer. Garage camera. I've got one inside pointing to the door. Nothing controversial, but any rule difference. Interior cams are your business. Just don't point them out a window that captures street or neighbors. If a window is unavoidable, mask it like we did. Mailbox cluster reports are hot. People think porch cams document if letters get swiped. Are we now blind to crime? You're not blind. You're focused. If a theft happens at the mailbox, I collect footage from city or HOA cameras dedicated to that area or from anyone whose angle sees it incidentally. You don't aim your private cam at a public mailbox to be the hero every day. That's our job. Kids cut across the corner of my yard to the bus stop. My old angle caught their faces daily. Now it won't. Now it shouldn't. You'll see feet on your walkway. You won't archive school kids crossing lawn. If that cut-through bugs you, add a small border or plant bed to channel feet to the sidewalk. Architecture fixes what cameras never will. Warranties and brands. Some brands don't support masks well. Pick the settings your brand has. Zones to ignore sidewalks, privacy masks if available, audio off, short retention. If your model can't mask, angle until it only sees your space. Hardware solves what software can't. My neighbor wants one. Sentence she can post, that's less Big Brother. And more porch cam done? Right, post. We tilted and masked our cams to our stooping our gate only, turned audio off. Set 14-day auto-delete, blocked the sidewalk, driveway, mailbox in view, and we won't post clips of anyone without consent. Text me if you ever appear and I'll fix it that minute. I'll paste that with a screenshot of the black bars. Perfect. Now tell me what I upload so the sticker stops glowing. 4 receipts, a screenshot of your doorbell view with obvious black masks over the sidewalk and neighbor drive while your Mat Plus door are visible. A screenshot of settings showing audio recording off, retention 14 days, auto-delete on. A clip, 10 seconds, of you walking down the public sidewalk where your body is fully masked, and a still from the side cam with the mailbox fully blacked out and your gate latch centered. Caption: angles in, audio off, masked sidewalk, driveway, mailbox, short retention, privacy first security. I'll mark in progress, no fines now. If I get 0 caught on your cam texts in the next week, we close resolved, compliant. Run me through a sharing scenario so I don't freeze. Porch pirate happens. Neighbor asks for the clip in the app. You reply privately, I have a clip. I'll send to Officer Hale so it's handled right. Happy to coordinate by DM. Then DM your neighbor. I sent it in. Do you want the timestamp summary? You don't upload public. You don't crowdsource detectives. Edge cases. Lost dog runs by at midnight. Safe to post a clip? Post a text with a photo of just the dog if you can screenshot without faces plates. Better, share a description and a non-identifying crop. If your clip shows neighbors, send it to me and I'll post a generic alert. Porch conversations you want to keep, teens curfew talk on the step. Is the cam fair game? That's house business. Just keep it private. You don't post family. We're all grateful for that. Noise detector? Someone in the app suggested adding mics as neighborhood safety sensors. Nope. Your porch is not a boom mic. Audio is off. Safety isn't surveillance of sound. It's angles, lights down, neighbors texting directly, and officers doing the official parts. Holiday season. Carolers gather on the sidewalk. With masks on, I'll miss the faces, which is fine. You enjoy with your eyes, not your archive. If you want memory, take a phone photo with consent and keep it personal. Night watch. I run a community volunteer stroll. They asked if I could keep my porch clips longer just in case. Kind ask. Wrong tool. 14 days is plenty for incidents. We don't build a time machine of the block. If something happens, it's